it's Peter Goon back for day 17, 18, one of them. I'm filming a little bit earlier today. It's like 3, almost 4, not like 8 or 9. So yeah. So where were we last time? I think I realized the problem, which was, yeah, so the problem is that the list representation of our file is not the exact same as the visual representation. And what I mean is, if you see here, right, the first line is 2 4 spaces. Oh, my name is Peter Goon, so where is it? This line, right? Second line is, and this one's like an old representation because the line numbers aren't up to date, right? So yeah, the second line is that. The third line is what's up, and then the fourth line is hello again. So that brings in a question of what is the right, what do you call it? What is the right representation? Meaning, what does that actually mean? Let me see, where is some method somewhere? No. Build data structure. Max characters, that is the 4. So this is the max amount of characters per line. Character count, line counter, result. What do we do with line counter? What? Dude, I'm actually so lost. Result is a list. Current line is string of. Okay, so this is what. Where did it go? This is what renders this, right? Or yeah. And for each character, if the character is a new line, then we append the current line to the result. We add 1 to line counter. We make line space the length of the string, length string, line counter. Line space is equal to length string, line counter. Bro, what? Also, if character is greater than max characters, Oh, I'm tripping. I'm actually so tripping. It's right here. Yeah, what the fuck was I talking about? Okay. I'm actually just like all I want. So the problem is when we reach this position, and that's a problem too. So just broken now. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. That's the part that's tripping out. But wait, I didn't pay attention to something. So I think here, if while all the characters are spaces, go to the next line. Okay. What? It's not supposed to trigger there. And that's what kind of fucks it up, right? If I press J. Okay, so fart to never. Never runs. Yeah, okay. Right. start is equal to end, and I is less than end plus 1. So that means if we're at the last character of a line, here it should do fart 0. Okay. Okay. Print self.file as list. Self.current line. Top, normal, and a line. Print. And okay. Or equals 5. What's wrong here? And this would be 6. Infinite while loop. New string. Current line equals 1. New string is equal to it's tweaking out. So j is equal to n. Y. When, I need to figure out when this triggers, right? Because sometimes this triggers when it's not supposed to, and I gotta figure out why that is. There. A line. There, okay, did something weird there. Huh. Shit. Working. Alright, so could that be why? Okay, that is why. So we weren't returning out of that. Now it is saying we're out of index, out of range of an index, which means that end of last line. So here, we need to have some check at the start to make sure we can actually do the thing, right? So if start equal to end, and I is equal to n line, return, and stop. Nice. Okay. Okay. Nice. So there's another problem of when, say, we're navigating with J and K, right? And we end up here. If we press E on a line that has nothing, the expected behavior is to just go straight to the next line, right? So it's another if statement, I guess. Now, let me think about this. If we're at a line with no spaces, right? So let's say test, no text here, right? if we're on a line that does not contain any characters, we want to immediately go to the next thing, right? And we kind of already have that for here, right? It immediately goes to there, which is good. Okay. Maybe my W is tweaking too. Shit, it's actually so buggy. So why was W tripping out? There was 2 spaces. W, while new string, the x is equal to think about that later. What am I trying to do? If the line we currently are on is equal to 5, Jesus fuck, excuse me. As lists. Okay, so if the length of the new string is 5, how about instead of that? Instead of if statement, we just do a while statement instead. While length of the new string is equal to 5, or all C is equal to for C in a new string 6 onwards. Yay. Okay. I think it works now. Name up pi. Okay. How many lines is this function? 174. Down. 50 lines, 49 lines. No, 51 lines. Okay. Wow, that took me like so long to do it, but I did it. That feels awesome. Get feet E. Nope. Fix E is fixed. Okay, so now what was W tripping on? I think it's fine here. Okay, okay, that's where it tripped out. E, W, E, W, E, W. Why is it tripping out there? E, W, E, W. Whoa. Oh, something's like completely broken. W, 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 W. So if I'm on the so tedious because I'm trying to isolate if like me using F is what's causing the problem, or if it's not. If I'm on the last character of a line, W tweaks the fuck out. If I'm not, it works, right? What is F? Is F tweaking out too? Okay, so Peter Green text August 6 fixed the fix W if I am on the last character of a string in last character of a line. I press W, it tweaks out. So W. It's not gonna be helpful. Start line, end line plus 1 because we need the last line. For I in range, start to end. Get the current string, we get where the start. Yeah, we get where the start is. And we get where the end is. If we are at the end of a string and we want to move to the next string when the string has no characters. If we are at the end of a string and we want to move, if length, no, it's not what this is. So what this is so if the length is less than 5, and so this is like we're on a space, right? What? Press W? No, I think I pressed E there. See if we are on a space. In line with nothing. Line range, start to end. Okay. So print no j is equal to end minus 1, and I is less than end line. J is equal to the last character. Is that it? So I think that's it. So what did I actually do? The problem was that print do print ga print but no. Okay. So I think my indexing was just like off. Commit fix W. Wow. After like 3 or 4 episodes of like actually like struggling and like beating myself up, I was able to do it. So I could do more, but instead I think I'm gonna try to reflect on what I've done so far, how I've approached the problems I've been trying to solve so far, because the purpose of this channel is to, well, one, program every day until I get a job. But if I stay the same level of programmer, like, dude, getting a job is going to be way harder, right? So to counteract that, I thought I had a double chin for a second. To counteract that, I need to actively reflect on my approaches, my problem solving approaches, just like my overall thinking of like when I try to do stuff, right? So where do I begin? I just watch my own YouTube videos. You don't know how to do this. Your channel. I'm on day 18. Wow. 318 views. Cool. 167 views. 90, 86. Wow. So the first couple of episodes, this one was just elite code. I think I reflected in this episode. I think that's something I should do more of. I should reflect, like the end of every episode, give myself like 5 to 10 minutes and just like think about what I did, where I went wrong, what I did right, and how to improve going forward. I think I should do that in every video, not just like once every couple of videos, right? Okay, so day 2, what did I do day 2? Oh, my hair is actually getting longer. Oh, that's crazy. Did I just choose? Oh, I just chose a library. And then I think I rendered some shit. I set up UV. And this was when I was like 2 timesing everything too. So this would have been like an hour. Dude. My hair looks good here. That's one thing I can improve on is, like I say this and I will most likely be too lazy to do this, but I should like take notes as I do stuff, because like bro, the amount of shit I forgot like from like this episode and the episode before, just like researching and just like to like I shouldn't have to like rediscover those things, right? They should be like in cache in my head somewhere, right? Or in a note sheet somewhere. Because like I remember I made the mistake, not even a mistake, I just didn't realize like the ordering of drawing mattered, right? Like you draw things on top of each other. And I feel like if I took notes and I was thinking more actively about what I was doing, my process later on would have been easier, I think. I think I just watched 3, what did I do day 4? Like this, right? Like when I can't, oh, this song is so good, by the way. I've listened to this song like 30 times today. Like I used to hate on Xavier So Bass so much, but like kind of grown and it's grown on me. What am I even talking about? Like when I solve a problem, I should kind of write down my approach and what I did wrong and what I did right. Like write down my reflection of that video. Right? So I think like all I've gotten so far is just like reflect more or reflect. And I think these are like efficiency things, right? Because I notice when I program, like I do things twice. I don't know if that's like normal or not, but like you see me like, okay, open up like get it running and then do it and then close it and then I'm like, oh fuck, like what did I just do, right? Because I was unconsciously doing those things out of habit and out of instinct, because like I know that I am supposed to test behavior, right? But when I just go through it, I'm probably testing the behavior, but since I'm not conscious about it, like I could easily just like forget, like, oh fuck, like what was I doing again? So actually, let me write these things down. At the end of every video, write and verbalize reflection that episode to grow. When solving a problem, write down. I don't want to write down summary of problems, pitfalls while solving, and solution. Okay. Verbalize. Right? Because, okay, like this is also to get, not only is this channel to get better at programming, it's to get better at talking in general. Because I had like one interview this summer. Dude, that shit was like so bad. Like I was like, my heart was beating super fast. It was a learning experience, but like I realized that, okay, I gotta be able to talk better and communicate my ideas better about either myself or technical things or whatever, right? So, what else is there? Problem right down, sort of problem, pitfalls, and solving. Realize. So, write notes. Notes on library which we are currently using. When testing, be up, verbalize up front what you are testing for, to avoid repeat testing, because like, what was I even testing for there? I guess, okay, this was the thing I think I did good, even though I technically gave up. Like the problem I was trying to solve was a problem that would never, I mean, it's I can't say that it won't ever happen. Like there are chances where this problem could happen, right? But I wasn't at the stage of development where I needed to. So what was happening here is I was trying to figure out, okay, like if there's no file path, like how do I report that back to the user, right? If there's no file there. And I realized, I gotta do I would be setting up a solution to a problem that I would solve much, much later, right? And I realized that, okay, if I do some way here, I'm gonna forget about it later and then have to relearn my way that I did before which I don't even know if would have worked. So I think this was a good time to just like, okay, I'm not gonna hit this problem for a while. I don't need to solve this problem until I get to the point where I have the ability to report stuff back to the user, right? So that was something I did right. Oh my God, 10 more things. Oh fuck, dude, I just like stabbed myself with my toenail. Like I don't want to like watch all the videos again. I probably will at some point, but not today. 10. Okay. If I feel lost / stuck, verbalize exactly what's going on. Do not say what. Then say what might be causing this. I remember like this was like okay, looking back on it, it was like a super simple bug, right? But I was actually like so stuck. I felt stuck. 5 likes. So sweet. Thank you, bro. What? SpongeBob song. What was I trying to do here? Probably say it at the start. Ah, this was like just a couple days ago. Ah. Okay, so now I'm approaching like reflecting on the problems that I just solved, right? So even though it's still kind of fresh in my memory, right? So I thought I solved W, right? There's that bug that I fixed today. So fuck, that was weird. What was I thinking? Thoroughly test before shipping. That's probably that's like obvious, right? But like I have not been doing it, so maybe it's not so obvious. But before I commit anything, right, I gotta make sure. Oh wait, like okay, for example, test text. This shit was tweaking out, right? Yeah, I didn't even solve it. So okay, yeah, like thoroughly test before shipping. That is something I need to definitely improve on, right? Like that is like, bro, if I'm at a job and I'm just like shipping like bullshit bugs, like they're gonna fucking spank me. That's no good. And okay, so the E problem seemed to work at first, but then I realized that for an edge case it was not working. And the edge case being going last character of line. And I was like pretty, okay, like my mental state was like pretty bad around those days for outside reasons. So I was kind of out of it. I think like doing it at night was also a bad idea, because that at night it's also when my mental state was kind of at the worst during these days. So do work during day. During day. Try to. Fuck, I'm starving, yo. Okay. Like, I did this during the day, and I know I also spent like 4 days doing this, but I did fix it pretty quick, right? And tried a bunch of different things that didn't work. I never gave up. Like I only like went to bed if it was like super late. No, I probably did give up, but I did go right back at it the next day. Eventually, I figured out where I needed to put certain logic and make it work. So I think if I did this more, I think I would have solved it faster. If I did this more, I would have solved it faster. If I did this more, I would have solved it faster. Like 100%. I don't know what else I could have done besides just when because at so many points trying to solve that bug, right? I was actually like so frustrated and I wasn't thinking straight. Oh, another thing, like I wasn't talking during those times too, right? I was only like typing out my thoughts, and that also was not, like I needed to try to talk my shit out, right? So yeah, I think that is talk. Always talk and follow the rules I put on this doc. Okay. Dude, I'm actually so fucking hungry, bro. Holy fuck. Details up high. It's E, Mbaka. Line 156 in W. Line 156. I don't know what is happening here. Let me try to test more. Try to figure it out. Okay, so if we're on a line and there's a bunch of spaces underneath that line, we press W, right? The first W works. The second W errors out. And the error is that the string index is out of range for the while loop here. It's the X, right? So in that case, print X. And let me print print hashtag 1 2 3 hashtag. What else should we print to debug? Current string probably be helpful. Print current string. And, so I'm going to add that little dash. That's not a dash. Bar. I think there's a bar or pipe. To see where so when we go here, right? It is out of range. X is I plus 1. Okay, that makes sense. Print X. Ah! Alright, I gotta go soon. What the freaking heck, bro? Like, this actually looks like straight bullshit to me right now. Like, what? Like, what was I thinking? X is equal to I plus 1. What the fuck is X? And why did I name it X? That's what I could do. Just stop with shitty variable names. So if we're on a line with nothing, X is the next line, right? It's the index of the next line, but why did we use X instead of just self.current line? Right? I'm going like 3 minutes, by the way. Okay. It's one thing, I gotta make this test thing like more, like a weirder piece of text. Next. best dock leader to catch more bugs. Okay. What else? While new string x is equal to, like, what the fuck is counter? Like, that actually did nothing, right? Get it back to the case that passes. What the fuck was the purpose of this variable? While new string, I'd like to lose new string. Can't we just... Can't we just do that? Do that. Dot curve x is equal to self dot start x. Well, that's what we did up there. So what happens here? I see. So when I press W here, it just goes to the start of the next line instead of so that's what this does. X is the variable that helps us find where the next word starts. No. Did I break it? Let me... I think that's where I was earlier. So this is when it works. I see. So the problem is that we immediately, like this should also be a while loop, and this should be under a if condition. This part. Because, like, since it's just an if statement, right, we go next and we immediately check, and that's why it was breaking after when it's more than one line. It's because it's an if statement, it's not a while statement, right? So while this should be behind an if statement. If length new string is equal to 5 is greater than 5. What am I testing for? I'm testing for to see that it works, which it's getting there. It's definitely getting there, but I gotta go now. Okay, let me say next text doc reader finish fixing up W because it's not working when there are more than one empty lines between lines, and it's doing weird stuff and going where it's not supposed to. Alright, awesome. Thank you. Bye.